So here we are. I said I would do a little wee extra this week instead of just a review. So what I'm going to do this week is I've got a few bottles here which I've finished off, and I'm going to do a wee recycled review style thing, but it's going to be called buy or buy. So buy means would I buy it again, or buy would I just leave it and just let it go to recycling and get recycled into something else. So I've not got many bottles. I went through my selection here, my collection. I cleaned that all up the other day, and I found some with tiny wee bits in it, and I thought, time to get rid of these, get them moved on. I put some into my infinity bottle as well. So let's get on to this, let's get through it. I was going to do it outside. I've not got a long enough microphone to try and help that. It's a little bit windy, so the sound wasn't so good. So we're just doing it in the whiskey room. So first up, the Cohoman Loch Gorm. This is a 2019 bottling. This for me is definitely a buy. I would buy this again. I would put this back on the shelf. I've tried the different expressions of the Loch Gorm through the years. There's only 15,000 bottles of this, so I would have to hunt for a 2019 again. I remember struggling at the start with this. I wasn't too keen. It was a little bit difficult to get on with, but once it got past the shoulder to the label and down, it was just beautiful, beautiful liquid, nice and peaty. Really enjoyed it. The tiniest wee swab left. I don't know if it'll even come out. Sherried, peaty, in your face, good liquid. I would buy this again and put it back on the shelf. Next up, this, the Longrow 13 Cabernet Sauvignon. This was nearly my whiskey of the year, so this 100% I would buy again. I think the Longrow stuff's phenomenal, everything that they're doing. I've actually got a sample of the Malbec sitting there, which I will get to after my whiskey ban for the month. I have been looking at this in auctions just to try and see if I can go under the radar, but it's still really high and I don't want to pay over the odds for something that I've tried before. This for sure though, I would get it again if I could find it at the right price. Beautiful liquid, really well with that balance, peated, Cab Sauv, wow liquid I would call it, wow. This here is the Fettercairn Fask. This I bought in an auction a few years ago. I don't know if I'll get a label on this to find when. I bought it a few years ago. I don't even think I could pour it away and give it to people, but I ended up getting through it. I didn't really enjoy it. This would be a buy whiskey. I would say goodbye to this. Good travels. Hope you get recycled into something a little bit better, but it just wasn't for me. Coloured, heavily coloured, low ABV. It was just bang average on my palate. Didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So yes, this would go and be a goodbye whiskey. We'll see you never again. This was great. This was a Delphi bottling of a Glenelgan 14-year-old big sherry bomb again, 52.7% ABV. I do enjoy everything coming out of a Delphi, especially now when they've got Ardnamurchan in there, bringing out their own stuff. The labelling I like, the bottlings, all single cask. You can definitely find everything you want about a Delphi on their bottlings, from the cask type. You can really reflect back to where it came from. So this Glenelgan, I would buy it again. My first ever interaction with Glenelgan, and it was a very, very positive one. So this would definitely be in the buy pile. I would buy it again. Last one. I'm not going to lie, I did have a dram of this last night. Being Bruichladdich is something difficult to see what's in the bottle. Gave this a wee shake and I couldn't hear much, and there was just about a dram left. This is the 1994 7.1 25-year-old. I was gifted this for my birthday last year by my best mate. He bought me because we had a trip to Islay the previous year, which was just amazing, and we shared a dram of this, and it was just an amazing, amazing moment. So every time I got this, it's a lot of nostalgia to it. It was very complex. It wasn't very settled. I do feel, even with the ABV, 48.4% water really did help this whiskey. You don't know what's in it. It's a kind of secret recipe as well from what's there. Adam Hannett has made all these great whiskies, but this one I found very complex, bit difficult to get on with, but adding the water made it there. So last night I enjoyed the last little bit of it, and and it just brought back a lot of Islay memories. Good whiskey. Would I pay the money for it when I researched price of it just now? Probably not. I think I would get something a little bit different. But I did enjoy it, especially for the nostalgia side of things. I think it's one, if I'm out and about and I do see this on a shelf and it was maybe £20 for a dram, I would maybe do that just to kind of hit my nostalgia again. But we'll just double check to make sure there's hardly anything there, but you can see the bottom, there's a little bit of liquid and it's just very oily. Spicy, coastal, sweet. It has good flavours, but just a little bit all over the place. So this one would be a buy whiskey for the sense of too difficult to go out and spend that money on a whiskey. But nostalgia feel, I would get it for that. But for just now, it would be a buy whiskey, don't buy it again, and maybe look at getting one of the later releases. But Baz, thank you so much for this. Always remember the memories that we'll have on Islay. So that's all I've got just now. It was a quick fire tour. These were the whiskies that I had. A few buys and a few good buys from it. Don't know if you agree or not, if you've tried any of these, but if you have, let me know in the comments below. And would you keep the ones that I would maybe bin? I do have some more here, so hopefully in the future, in the next couple of months, I've got a couple of drams left in some of my bottles. I'll be able to come back and we can do a buy or buy again. But thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a quick whistle stop tour of what I've got here, but I'm going to go and head out now, put them in the recycling bin, and then we'll see how much whiskey tokens I can save up and start buying for next month, sorry, because I'm going to have some space on the shelves. And that's us. Out, done my recycling. It's a beautiful day. We'll go back up, relax, and maybe do the video and shoot it for Friday, because today is Tuesday, but I might get ahead of the game, so I've got a nice wee weekend ahead. Have a good one, folks. Tune in Friday for my wee live and another review, and I'll see you then. I've been Kevin from Kevin Grant on Whiskey. Enjoy me next week. Let's talk whiskey.